I'm your son. I'm your son. I'm finna show you a sir. Just watch and see. You got me up, sir. You got me up.
That's how
nigga. Fake nigga. Bring your ass from behind that kind. I'll show you a sir.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and you know what I mean? Make sure y'all hit that like button for us. You know what I mean? We appreciate it.
Listen, Ace not here with us. He over here getting his veneers replaced in Turkey or wherever he going right now, man. But he'll be back whenever he get that done. I don't know. He might get a BBL while he there too. I don't know, man. He was talking about, you know, I ain't gonna put his business out there. Like
he might do the leg surgery.
He might do the height surgery.
Who knows?
Yo, listen, man. This next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it's one of them situations where I'm glad he was recording because nobody probably would have believed him, and it's a very dangerous situation for men on both ends to be on. So we're gonna play this video and we're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
Creams.
What's the cream? The 5-pack?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir. What you mean, sir? Do I like a sir to you?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, my bad, my ass. You better find you somebody to play with. This ain't that.
I'm sorry about that.
Find you a safe game, because I'll come in this and do that to your ass.
Damn, calm down. Why you so mad?
Goofy ass, A-Rab ass nigga.
Damn.
Find you something to do. This ain't that. Find you one of these kids to play with in this because I'll come behind this motherfucking camera and send this up.
Like that.
I'm your son. I'm your son. I'm finna show you a sir. Just watch and see. You got me up, sir. You got me up.
That's how
nigga. Fake nigga. Bring your ass from behind that kind. I'll show you a sir.
That's how you call me. Check it out.
Hey,
Check it out.
Nigga just in this store. This A-Rab and nigga just called me a bitch.
What?
So come beat his ass.
What the hell?
Come beat his mother.
Why you lying?
With his ass. Send this bitch up. I'm ready to tie this up right now.
Hey, why you lying? When did I call you that?
I'm your bitch, right?
What did
I'm your bitch, right?
I called you sir. If anything, I called you the opposite.
Watch my kids come up here. They finna this bitch.
Hey, we'll see what happens.
Hey, shorty, what you say to my mama for? What you say to my mama, shorty?
I called her sir. I called her sir. Why'd you lie? Hey, look. But why'd you lie though?
Check it out, folks.
Check it out for what, bro? Check it out for what? Hold on. You will lose your life. You will lose your life. You will lose your life for that? What you mean?
Right now.
Hey, look. Hey, can I tell you something though? That's how your son.
Once again, you know, believe all women can get you into fucking trouble, bro. Like, we keep hearing this. I get it. You know, maybe he might have made a mistake. I did hear him apologize, but let alone, mama came and lied and switched up what he said. You know,
Sure, yeah.
he, you know, originally, you know, he did call her sir by mistake or whatever it was. Maybe he was goofing around, but to then call your sons and say that he called you a B when he didn't, that means you knew that when what he really said really wasn't that bad, and you had to lie to antagonize your sons to come do something. And we don't speak on how much women voicing, you know, black men don't help women. You just seen two brothers pull up and now about to put their life on the line because they're going to either feel like they got to defend her and go to jail or even get hurt in that situation. So
He didn't necessarily call her. He said, yes, sir. Like, you know,
yeah,
that's like a slang that we say just to acknowledge something. Like, it wasn't like he was calling her literally a sir.
a sir, yeah.
She asked for something. He's like, yo, you want this? Yes, sir. I got that for you. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's just that's how people speak. For her to behave the way she behaved is very dangerous. And, you know, we spoke about this off camera and the dangerous mindset that a lot of, I'm not going to say a lot, but some black mothers have. And seeing this type of mother is very difficult for a lot of black men to experience, because this is the behavior that some black men have to deal with. And you see this a lot in, you know, back in the day, especially with the movies. You see how the mothers is always depicted in a masculine, very, you know, very rough way. And, you know, when we have this narrative about, oh, you don't love your mother, or you, she don't look like your mother, why don't you want to marry a woman that's like your mother, and all these like shaming tactics that women like to use without realizing that a lot of men probably have experienced this type of mother figure growing up, and when they look for a dating partner or a mate, they want to escape this. Like, this sounds like a headache. Imagine coming home to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is, she's being this way with the store owner. Imagine how she is as a partner, you know. And I could see a lot of men seeing that and growing up with that and wanting to get away with that, which is why they gravitate more towards, feminine women, naturally feminine women, women that's respectful, women that's not always trying to challenge you and thinking it's like, oh, I'm trying to help you get better. No, you're trying to challenge me because you're not used to male authority. So everything that I do or say, you think that it's up to you to challenge me on that. And men don't want to have to deal with that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of peace. Like, men are going to go where they experience peace. In this situation, it is extremely dangerous because I've seen way too many videos of women putting men in jeopardy, and I've seen men die. I've seen men lose their lives. I've seen men get jumped. I've seen men hospitalized, all because a woman had lied. And this one, she clearly lied. She said that he called her a bitch. Like, luckily he had the evidence.
Yo, and dudes, they gonna stand on business for mama. Once mama is like the code word for like it's war. Something about your mama, SMD, or spitting on somebody is like, okay,
automatic, like
gloves off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand what you're saying. I do think that, women manipulate men in that way where, to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, I'm not saying that some women are not, wrongfully treated by a man or go through situations, but how many times do we hear women say it was sexually assaulted or they were a domestic violence, all on something that didn't happen or something they may have caused. And that this whole, I don't want to say not to believe a woman, but it's so hard to hear anyone say to believe all women. We blatantly see it. And I say, now that we have cameras and phones, we realize that women and the government are truly getting exposed. Just every time you look at it, you know what I mean? The things that men did, we're still doing, and I'm not justifying any wrong, but women are getting caught for cheating, all they scandalous ways, the way they talk about men, all this stuff is being exposed, just like the government and how the police handle situations. All that's getting exposed once the camera is out.
That's why that narrative is so dangerous. And I think something that he could have did, because, I want to figure out solutions. Like, what should men do if they're put in this situation? Like, she called him, he pulled up. I think because, it wasn't nothing where both of them was hostile towards each other. He could have came in and asked, yo, mom, what happened? And maybe he could have heard what happened. He could have asked him, yo, what was the situation?
Mama didn't give him that leeway to think that it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So she wants you to come with aggression. She wants you to fight him. She wants you to
or
do something,
Yeah. So I think, situations, because it's so dangerous for men, and there's some times where men just have to be on action, like, because it is warranted.
Yeah.
But in this situation, he could have lost his life. You don't know what ox could have been behind the bar, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's telling him to pull outside, so that dude, even a guy behind the counter, and I don't want to say ox because I don't know who is it, but even a guy behind the counter, the YN is like, the son is like, oh, come outside. He probably was going to get jumped. Let's be honest. Like, his man's pulled up with him. He was most likely going to get jumped. Like, so the man across the counter could have lost his life, or vice versa. He could have lost his life. The cops could have came.
Yeah, jail.
Jail.
But what do you say? Even if he did take that approach where he said, you know what, you disrespect my mom's. He's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that aggressive, that demeanor from that mother? How do you think she's going to respond to him? Not pulling up on action. She gonna shame him.
Yeah, she gonna.
You ain't nothing but a B.
Yeah, true.
You a hoe.
Yes.
You let him disrespect your mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a weaponization of emotions and just pure blind loyalty, because it is your mom. So you don't expect to ask questions. You're just supposed to be on time, and you know what I mean. So
I think that's a key point. You gotta speak on that too. Like, you're not expecting your mother to manipulate you.
Yeah.
To do something that's gonna get you in more trouble.
Mm-hmm. And then they don't regret it until after the fact, and it's like, yo, you're not thinking logically. And I think, we always talk about logic over feelings, and it's definitely something that keeps you protected, because this situation could have been solved, peacefully. And it probably, I don't know what happened, obviously, off the camera or whatever the case is, but just asking simple questions could have avoided this whole situation. Like,
You ever see them Karen videos where people be like, they be having situations where they're arguing with somebody and somebody be like, yo, move. And they just be dropping on the floor, acting like you killing them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those scenarios where they're trying to manipulate the situation and act like women are weak but you know, use that to, you know what I mean, get somebody in trouble, bro. Countless women are doing it, man.
We got to break it down in basketball terminology. You know when somebody flopping, like you barely touch them and they just flopping, like yo, that's what this is. Like
that, yo, I don't know what this is times 2. I ain't going front.
This is an ejection. Like you got to get fined, ejected out the game or something. Like
what are you doing if you him and you see this video now, E? Like your mama got you to rile up old boy, you pulled up on him, you stood on business, and then you found out this is what really happened.
First of all, I'm gonna go apologize to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't if I put hands on him or whatever the case is, I'm gonna take it upon myself to go and apologize. Like,
okay,
as a man, like, listen, I was in the wrong. Like, you know what I mean? My emotions got the better of me. My mama, like, I apologize. You know, I ain't gonna say you get to jump me back and nothing crazy like that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna at least apologize. And then you gotta have a conversation with your mama. Like, you know what I mean? Sit down with your mama. And sometimes, you know, you be in situations where people be cutting off their mama or their friends or their family because they put themselves in a dangerous situation, and that might be a conversation you have with your mom. Like, yo, listen, like I can't respect that. You know what I mean? Like you put me in danger for no absolute reason. You know?
Yo, how many men are in jail because they mama, a girlfriend, or a sister?
Yeah,
because you had to stand on business.
And just to be fair, this whole believe all women, I don't want to make it seem like. I don't want it to come off like we saying believe all men. No, we're not saying believe anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Without proper evidence, like, you know, I think everybody should have a fair trial. You know, it shouldn't just be a blind, you know, oh, believe him or believe just because that's my brother or that's my this, that, and the third. Like, you know, you're able to still have room to question.
Yo, people lie, bro.
Yeah, like that's just a human thing. Like, you know, so anyway, man, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. What would y'all have done in that situation? Are y'all witnessing a lot more women putting men's livelihood in danger? Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. We drop new content here every single day. Join the YouTube membership and join us on Patreon, man. We got a lot of exclusive content, early access to a lot of the videos we're doing over here. We got exclusive interviews. And lastly, make sure y'all cop the merch, man. DailyRapUpCrew.co.
Get that shirt.
Cop the
You heard?
And we see y'all on the next one.